Hey everybody. So today I want to talk about Bloodworld, a project that I've kind of mentioned a little bit, that I was working on something. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm going to be launching a Kickstarter, about a month or so, that essentially is for a fantasy TV show. So the Kickstarter is going to be to raise funds to do artwork, professional level artwork. I've already hired some people and spent my own money on this stuff, which is great. But I need some help so that I can do more cooler stuff. Like, there are some real professional artists that I know that I'm gotten a hold of that I'm like, yo, I would love to work with this person. I just need a little bit extra Skrilla to do that. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to do some cool shit. So look out for that. The whole point of my project Bloodworld is that it takes place in an old Timbuktu, like Renaissance era. You know, people don't really talk about Timbuktu, but I'm going to explain why it's really important that it's even set in Timbuktu to begin with. All right? It's a fantasy show set back then where magic human blood is everyday currency, okay? I'm getting to Illuminati. That's where we're going next, right? So you go to a store, let's say today you want to buy some groceries, and then you get your total, your tab, and they just drop, they draw the corresponding amount of blood out of your body, right? So it's kind of a fancy twist on that. And essentially in this world, magic human blood is so valuable, right, that it became everyday currency. Someone created this, unlocked the magic properties in it, and now everybody wants it because magic human blood in very small quantities makes your skin glow, Instagram ready, makes you feel a little bit better about things. It's like minor benefits. But as you get more and more magic blood in your system, you start to become more and more powerful as an individual, right? So you start to be able to heal better, right? Heal better than normal. And then when you start getting into the millions and hundreds of millions, you get, that's dark power stuff that, again, people in that tax bracket don't reveal and don't talk about. Well, they got powers like you never seen, you know what I mean? They're damn near immortal, almost, it can be. And I kind of wanted to make a story that talks about the income inequality that's going on right now that nobody really wants to talk about, right? So the basic concept is that the king of Timbuktu is secretly stealing blood from the poor every night. Now, this is a problem because the poor are surviving on mere drops of blood a day. And in this world, once you have the last drop of blood leave your body, you're done. You die instantly, right? You're zero, boom, you're out the game. And so obviously the king is kind of slowly killing the poor class, although to be fair, there's so much of the poor class that the king can actually feed off them forever, essentially, which is a nightmare scenario for most people. Now, our hero, Malik, works in the slums. He's from the hood, as you would say, and he's working in the mines, which is kind of the only jobs available for a lot of the poor. And he wants to get out of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's already kind of an outcast in this world, and he's like, I gotta get out of here. So he becomes a prize fighter. He trains really hard. Prize fighting is something that's really valued in Timbuktu society. And he actually becomes like a great prize fighter. He's like a Muhammad Ali type, fresh out the gate, captures the attention of people, and now he's got the money, he's got the girls, all the stuff he's ever dreamed about. And the moment he gets it, he wins the championship. He's got the king is like loving him and all this stuff. A rebel group comes out of nowhere and it's like, look, listen, like that man that you're loving, the king, that dude actually killed your mom. And your mom used to work with us, and we were out here trying to liberate the people. And now you got a decision to make. You're gonna join us and fight the good fight, help liberate the people, use some of the funds that you've acquired to do that and fight the king, or are you going to, hold on to your wealth and, kind of ignore that side of you? And so, of course, he's our hero, so he does make the great decision, but that's where Bloodworld kind of takes off. And it's a fascinating world because essentially, like I said, the more human, magic blood you have, the kind of cooler stuff you can do. But then the rebels themselves aren't exactly wealthy, so they have to figure out ways how they can fight someone as powerful as the king, who is superhuman on multiple levels, while being able to do other superhuman things themselves with very little blood. So it's a really fascinating thing. You never see nothing like this before, right? Real talk. And this is why, when you see my channel and I go in on these rappers, right? it's coming from a place of me wanting people to step their damn game up, okay? This shit has become so sleepy. The art world in general has become incredibly sleepy. We've got shitty movies, shitty TV shows, shitty music, and nobody's talking about nothing, okay? Motherfuckers are starving out here, okay? Pardon my language, right? But people are starving, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real out here. Like, I don't think people really understand, like, this inflation's got people messed up, okay? People are starving. And like entertainment is just pretending like, you know, it's your problem. You're the reason why you're poor. Well, no, actually. I'm sure there's part of a reason, but the reality of the matter is that there's a massive kleptocracy going on that nobody wants to talk about. Whether it be through government and corporate interests and how they tie together, no one really wants to get at the heart of this stuff. Why? Because it exposes the fact that wealth and a lot of the ultra rich, and I'm talking about the ultra rich really, not really like, you know, I would say the average person who's like a little richer than the other people, because they're in the same boat almost. Like, I'm talking about the ultra rich, the 1%. This stuff is important, you know what I mean? Like, the way that they're able to lobby government and control groupthink and the masses to not pay attention to this stuff, how income inequality, wage theft, these things matter. And again, I want to make a show that talks about that stuff, but does it in a way where you're like watching The Matrix or some shit, just some cool shit. You know what I mean? So that's what Bloodworld is about. In this video, I've kind of linked, you'll see below in the descriptions, I've actually put a link so that you can sign up, okay? So sign up so that you'll be the first to hear about the campaign. And of course, if you want to check out like my exclusive image, one of the images from the show that I've already developed, please, like, you sign up, you're gonna get that image, okay? It's cool. And like I said, there's more to come. You know what I mean? It's a whole Kickstarter event and everything, right? I guess I want to say, man, like, I appreciate y'all rocking with my channel. And like I said, I post people, even myself, whether it be Cottonmouth, Abaddon, some other artists, and I'm always looking to post artists because there are people out here like myself and them that are talented and people are sleeping. You know what I'm saying? And it's annoying. It's annoying for me to look at mediocrity being placed on a pedestal when I know that there are artists out here that can do way better. You know what I'm saying? And actually probably want to talk about some real shit too, but they're not getting the platform to do so. Right? Like, I'm telling you, man, you pledge towards this Bloodworld, this shit's gonna be some new-ish. Like, you not see nothing like this before. Okay? I do unique shit. I do dope shit. You know what I mean? On that note, people ask me certain times, like, what do you like? You know, what are your artistic inspirations and things like that? And I kind of touch on that as well, obviously, what I like, you know, rapper-wise. But I want to touch on something in terms of me as a screenwriter, because me as a screenwriter-director, hip-hop obviously speaks to me in a slightly different way. It's still hip-hop, but I guess when I hear a great beat or a great song or a great rhyme, it inspires me to kind of respond, but in a completely different way, because I don't really have any rapping aspirations. But I do, of course, have film aspirations. And to me, I want to do some stuff that's just like next level, man. So when I hear some shit that's like, just takes me to another place where I'm like, this is just raw and like just captures the vibe and the energy that I'm trying to bring out here, it makes me feel good, man. Like this beat. And I'm not even a big LP fan, but this beat to me is the hottest beat he ever made personally, right? I love this shit. This is that dark but fly shit. I listen to this, man, I got that pen starts flying, you know what I mean? Hard. This is the joint. Shout out to LP on this one. I'm not playing with niggas, man. A lot of y'all writers are weak as shit. We stepping up. Real talk. Go. And you know, I do a TV show, the music's gonna be fucking fire. You know it's gonna be ill. You know I'm gonna do some next level shit, because that's what I'm about. I always try to do that next level, right? If I'm gonna be hating on artists for not doing that next level, best believe I'm not gonna turn around and do some mediocrity. You know this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna turn around and do some shit that y'all never seen before, okay? And on that note, speaking of more Bloodworld inspiration things, this is my favorite thing, and I'm gonna just end it on this, okay? I might do a video on this brother, because I love some of the beats he rocked on. But this, imagine this in the trailer, man. Hold up. Baby strollers. Hey. Got me bugging. Next thing that's breathing, nigga. And on that note, thank you. Sign up right below, alright? Get that image, okay? And we're gonna turn up for sure. Like, you're gonna see some really interesting stuff with this campaign. Nobody's done nothing like this before.